Reading a comment like that is a genuine joy to me because my earliest childhood memories are of just that, of getting into local streams, walking through wooded areas, but especially the streams. I've always been fascinated by streams. We don't have streams. Well, we do when we don't.
Mhm.
Here on the Eastern Shore, we do have streams and creeks. The problem is we don't have rocks. So there's no gravel and very little sand. There is sand. That's a very sandy area. But when you get out into these creeks, they tend to be slow running. They're driven primarily by rain. I was at one a couple of days ago. In fact, I've got some absolutely spectacular pictures. The creek, which normally has 4 to 6 feet of water, has something on the order of 6 inches. So there are no fish in it. It's essentially a mud hole. There's no flow because there's nothing going on. So it's kind of sad. You don't really have that kind of experience in areas where there's that's more mountainous. Anyhow, I was able to take some pictures of some really amazing cypress. It's
Oh, nice.
beautiful cypress, and I don't. So yeah, thank you, Joseph, for that. That's of vital significance to me because it's something that I very much want to be able to share, and I'm just delighted to be able to.
It's about maybe 3.
What's your top three hardiest freshwater? Yeah, long bid the booty boys. Hardiest freshwater aquarium. That's a good question. I'll tell you what, one of the hardiest is the green neon. And that maybe surprises a lot of people because we're used to neons being pretty delicate.
Mhm.
The green neon is wild caught. It's not being tank raised. There may be some farmers who started doing that, but by and large, it's still wild caught. I have had hundreds, perhaps 1,000 or more. And I always sell every single one because I don't take any losses. It's a fish that just does not get sick and does not die. And I couldn't tell you why, except that they've got something going for them in nature that is just highly protected. They're an amazing little fish and pretty. It's a very pretty fish. Oh, what else? There are some fish that I'm trying to think of another fish. Most of the cichlids are pretty hardy. Gee. Fish I lose here at the shop. Cories and plecos. Now, not all of them, but I'll take like maybe 10% loss. And on a given shipment with a given item, it may be maybe 20-30%.
Wow.
And that happens a lot with I know one. I know one that almost never dies.
What?
Crebensis.
Mm.
Crebensis. Crebensis are extremely hardy fish. You get a pair and they're going to be in that tank for years. And they may kind of go into the background, just sort of fade away and lose their color, but they're going to be in there. I've lost other fish to fungal and bacterial diseases. I can't recall ever losing a crevensis that way. I'm not suggesting they don't get sick, but they're pretty hardy fish. What's another one? Angels. Angels are a very hardy fish. And again, you wouldn't think they are with all those slowing fins, but they're a very vigorous fish. They appear to be very sweet and sort of peaceful and effeminate and gentle and all this, but they ain't. They're tough little nuts. Tommy's had an interesting year. Tommy is, of course, the key to our book getting written, which is at the publisher now. They're doing a preliminary layout, laying out each of the pages. We have hundreds of graphics. So it's a very big book. It's 500 pages. So it's kind of a major project, doing all that. And it's been a couple of months, probably another month before they're able to do it. But they do amazingly high quality work. It's a North Carolina publisher.
Yeah, I can't wait for the book to come out. That's exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great when it does.
Mm-hmm.
It will eventually happen, and we're going to be real excited about getting it out to everyone. I should say that the real value of the book is best discovered and used in its electronic format because it gives you easy access to every category, and there are literally hundreds of categories. The table of contents is immense, and the index, of course, is even bigger. So, and all of it is linked, so you can click on a chapter and or a topic even. It'll take you directly there.
Mm-hmm.
And it is all inclusive.
It is.
And there's no wasted space. There are things we didn't put in not because they were superfluous, but because they weren't the most important things to say. They were further down on the list and they didn't make the cut.
Mm-hmm.
So what's there is of great value. And we just trust that everyone who's at all interested in this subject is going to at least buy the electronic book, the ebook. Get it on your phone. You will find it is the most useful tool you have to understand every single aspect of a natural aquarium, so much more than you ever imagined was the case. The depth is remarkable. And it's written by scientists. I have very little to do with its writing. I was not there to approve it. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get a couple of people with a strong scientific background to take a look at everything I've been doing and everything we've developed and evaluate. And that's what they've done. And I've developed something that just boggles my brain. It's so thorough and such depth and just really so impressive. You must get that book and you must look at it, use it. It will amplify your fish keeping experience. It'll give you the knowledge and the understanding of what is actually going on. And we need to know that. I mean, we can trust Mother Nature, but when we are sharing with Mother Nature, participating with nature, then we can be part of that process. And that's why we need to understand, because only by understanding can we know what the best thing to do is in any given circumstance in order to make things better.